It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Games out of the way, time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The ground, it's the rookie from Alabama. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. You look at this Colt defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because his feeling was good, solid performance, did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win. They definitely would like to see some improvement in this week's game.
They always want improvement, don't they?
They certainly do.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. They'll try the left side. Royal. And he stopped immediately there. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Open man is the tight end, Mason Taylor. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football. And the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
Throwing, Cook. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. Cook goes down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. So on 4th down, out comes Austin McNamara to punt for New York. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
That's good for a Colts. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw. Leonard. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The former third overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Steps away. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
From the gun on third down, Leonard. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. On fourth down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. They'll try the left side. Roll. And they will only muster a yard here at the 38.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. You look at this Colt defense. They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power, and take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them down and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
Now a handoff up the middle. Royal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Here we go. 70 ranges. 69. Warriors 17.
Now Cook. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is right through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team. And the ball is
free. Taylor lost it. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This is 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to widen their advantage. Point after try forthcoming. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
10 through 11. 10 through 11. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Leonard. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Colts are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But third down coming up.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60.
Back to throw. Leonard. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cook. He finds Taylor. Complete. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Cook. Royal making the catch over the middle. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 69, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Come 19, come 19.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets are able to add on to that lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Let's go.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
37-yard line.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Ready. Ready, ready.
Looking to throw. Leonard. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
That is caught. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit. Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and that cuts it to 9 at 16-7.
The score, Jets 16, Colts 7.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just about wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated.
There he goes, right side. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready? The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jets are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 20, here's the 2nd and 9. Play action. Cook. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing on 2nd down. Cook. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 28. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Royal And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
What an advantage having an elite guy to build a defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
That's good for the Colts. First down.
They're not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Buffalo 18.
Back to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on second and less than a yard.
At the 41-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
19 tight, 19 tight, go!
Back to throw. Leonard. He'll let this go for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Panther 11, Panther 11.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Tag! Viking 18! Cougar 19! Ready?
Back to throw again. Now it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Warren as the first half is winding down. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16.
14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Runs over it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Here's Cook, throwing to start the drive. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
To throw is Cook. A final shot before break. And that's going to be incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them, and now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they had that one sniffed out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Knock 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. Loyal. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the Colts 47-yard line.
Off the play fake. Cook. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And the Jets 1st down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go, set.
running back complete. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They see right through that defensively, as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly.
From 6 yards away. And the Jets are able to extend their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Okay,
The
ready?
Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
Operating from the gun, Leonard. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the Colts, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Off the bootleg, Leonard. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Tyler Warren, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
The Colts
They'll look to throw. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores, down 15 now. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than 1 play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. And he ran right through 1 tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Roll. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 51 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Back to throw. Cook. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Nike,
Up the middle they go. Royal. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Jets.
Shot here on the ground. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Colts, 22.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll change things up.
Ready? 19 Lions.
Here's a 2nd and 7. A short one there, caught by Warren. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Flush to his right. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Looking to throw. Leonard. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, a moment
momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Off play action. Leonard. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They haven't been able to stop them so far in this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jets will take over possession here up at the 44.
Is a turnover on down.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
But he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts 15. 110 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Mason Taylor, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jets get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So, Charles, the bad taste from that opening week loss, that's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance as they score once again.
Yeah, I know it's only week 2, but you're exactly right, because this team thought they let one get away in the opener, and not only were they determined to not let the same thing happen here, they knew that they had to correct a bunch of things. So everything went wrong in game 1. They took care of business with it in game 2.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down at 7. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
First down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Ready.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
45-yard line.
Back to throw. Leonard. Pass caught right side by Taylor. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. Now 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Good for another Colts.
70 Timberwolves.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Go.
They'll run here with Taylor. At a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
Tag. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. Now we've got a stoppage for an injured player, and that appears to be Garrett Wilson, who is shaken up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
On the set. Tag.
On first down, Royal. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 132 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Ready? 19.
Operating from the gun, Cook. Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and through. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just...
And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Okay, ready? Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
They go play action here on first down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Colts are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 92 yards. And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And now once again, they'll line up to go for two. Looking to throw. Leonard. That's caught. And they're going to get the two-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. The fades are tough because you need a perfectly placed pass. They got one there.
That they did. Now, I used to have a former partner I worked with who hated the fade pass. Where do you stand on it?
I do not like it because you're going into a corner. You don't have any room. What do you think? You're the analyst.
I love it when they complete it. Then it's a heck of a
yeah, well, that's not very good, Sid.
Yeah, it really isn't.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think, well, you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing, Cook. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
A 7-yard gain on play.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun on 3rd down, Cook. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
19, 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
That's good.
18, right here.
First down. First and 10.
Again, he'll drop the throw. That's another one complete to Mitchell. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. And now once again, the Colts will go for 2. They'll let Taylor try and run. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game with the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Gets it off to Freeman. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. It's a good play there for the Jets on third down. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's pulled in by Wilson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Garrett Wilson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. An extra point splits the uprights. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Colts 42. Harrison Beavis to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now an audible here into something else.
19 Lions. Ready?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Down the field, he's got one. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 46.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. And he slides to avoid the hit.
That's another. Colts. First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jets will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
19 Lions. Warriors, 17.
Now Cook. Airing it out deep for Smith. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A huge play there for the Jets. And even 60 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Cook. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are an extra point away from going up by 30.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2. And that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Let's go.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved the hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Ready? Ready.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Complete. This is Mitchell. And we're just inside of 10 seconds to go. They'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
18, Pioneer. Go.
Looking to throw. Leonard. Flush to his right. And this one is incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Jets are going to get